Alright guys, so today we're going to learn about how to write a good thesis statement. And I'm sure you guys have worked with thesis statements before, but just as a quick review, a thesis statement should tell you what the paper, the essay, is going to be about. Alright, so as quick as you now, I want you to read these two sentences about the Celtics, and after 30 seconds I'm going to ask you guys which one you think is a better thesis statement. Okay? Okay, so which one do you think was the best thesis statement? Simon?
I think the first one.
The
first one's better.
Okay. Next?
The first one.
First one? Emma?
Also the first one.
Okay, awesome. So, and that's what I thought too, not only just because the Celtics are a better team, but it's also a better thesis statement. And thesis statements are incredibly important when you're writing a paper because it lets the reader know, again, how the paper is going to develop and what it's about. And so if you don't have that, even if you have a really good essay, the reader's not going to know what's going on. And so the thesis is really like the heart of the paper. Yeah. Now, to drill down on this a little bit more, let's try to identify the qualities of a good thesis statement. And so let's look back at sentence 1 and see and try to figure out what it does well and what makes a good thesis statement. All right. So does anyone have a quality they want?
It's
Next.
clear.
It's clear. Okay, good. Anyone else? Simon?
So the author's like making a claim in it instead of just like saying his personal opinion.
Okay, good. So it's a claim. Just, any others?
In sentence 1, there's something to defend. Like, I'm pretty sure the author's gonna point out reasons why the Celtics have more experience, better teamwork, and a better coach. And that can be more objective, whereas in sentence 2, it's hard to defend why you like the Knicks more and be objective about it.
Okay, great. That's good. So it's defendable, and it presents reasons why you would claim. All right. So, you guys have any other qualities, or do you think this covers it? Okay, good. I think this is a good group of qualities too. And so, to test this a little bit, I'm going to go through this worksheet and work on a couple more thesis statements and see how well you guys understand this. All right. So, for the first statement, next, do you want to read it?
Okay. March Madness, the NCAA basketball tournament, is more exciting than the NBA playoffs because there are more teams, more drama, and more Cinderella stories.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I'll take this first one and try to walk through and see if you guys can follow along. All right, so is it clear? No, I think it's pretty clear. You know, it states that March Madness is better than the NBA playoffs, and gives a couple reasons why. There's not too much ambiguity, so it's clear. And so, does it claim? Yes, you know, it has a claim in saying that March Madness is better than the NBA playoffs. So that's good. So 2 for 2. Is it defendable? Yeah. So and this ties into the reasons why for the claim. You know, it says that there are more teams, more drama, more Cinderella stories. If any of you guys have been watching this tournament, you know, I don't think you can argue with that. So, you know, the first sentence hits all 4 qualities, so I think it's a good thesis statement. All right, so let's move on to number 2. Simon, do you want to read it for us?
Sure. The Red Sox play at Fenway Park.
All right, great. Okay. So now, remembering the qualities of a good thesis, do any of you guys want to try to describe whether this sentence is a good or not good thesis statement? Anyone want to volunteer? Simon?
So I mean, like it's clear and it's a fact, but the author's not actually making any sort of argument in it. It's just a fact. It's nothing more than that.
Okay, good. So it is clear, but it's not a claim. It's not really defendable, and there are no reasons really why. Because again, it's just a statement of fact. All right, so this would not be a good thesis statement. Don't do this. All right. So now, third sentence. Okay. Emma, do you want to read it for us?
The Heat are so successful because of their teamwork, patience, and because they have LeBron James.
Yeah. All right. So next, do you want to tackle this and tell us if it's good or bad?
Sure. I think it sounds like a good thesis statement because it's clear. There has some claims to it that says that he are more successful and then it gives reasons why. So the reasons are there and it seems defendable.
Okay, great. Yeah. So this is awesome. You guys are killing it. So I think you guys really have it down. I think it's time to try it independently and silently. So I'm going to hand out another worksheet with 20 thesis statements on it. You're going to go through and try to label it what's good or bad and list a couple reasons why and how it meets or doesn't meet the qualities. So I'll be circulating and checking on your work. If you get 5 in a row right, we'll move on to the next stage where you will start writing your own thesis statements with these in mind. So. Alright, so now we're going to learn about the steps to writing a good paper. And writing a good paper is really tough, so these are good steps to keep in mind. When I think about writing a paper, I think about brainstorming, coming up with ideas, going through that. Then outlining, so once you have the ideas, you need to organize them, see how you're going to write it. Then, obviously, you need to write it down. You need to come up with a draft and work on that. But I think a critical point is editing. It's something you're going to have to do multiple rounds of to really polish your work, make sure it's in tip-top form. Okay, so to help you guys do this, I've come up with a little sheet for us to go by to help you remember the steps of writing a good paper. Alright, so after I say a line, I just want you guys to echo it back to me. Alright, here we go. Every time we write, we brainstorm an outline. And write it all down. And edit. We are writing essays. Really good essays. Alright, so hopefully it's a little fun way for you guys to remember that you're going to brainstorm, outline, write, and edit. Hope you guys had some fun with that.